Okay, it's day 50, and I was running between Caboolture and Caloundra back towards the coast. And as I was running along the road, I passed a turnoff to what said Glasshouse Mountain Lookout, or Glasshouse Mountains, that is. And I looked at it and I ran past thinking, man, I'm just so stuffed right now. I'm so tired, not feeling brilliant. The backpack was hurting my shoulder and stuff, and I was like, oh, I know they'll probably be beautiful, but I'm just not in the mood. I just can't. And I don't know, I must have got like 50 meters past it, and I went, oh, I just clicked, or something snapped, and I'm like, mate, you don't run thousands of kilometers and have the opportunity to just be meters away from these things. And even though it takes, it was a slog up the hill, really steep, but it took me about 15 minutes, and I got up here about 1.5 k's. But it's look, it's one of those things that once you're up here, I would never have forgiven myself for running past. Now that I'm here, I mean, it's a stunning view. It's, once in a while you get the opportunity to see just exactly where you're at, and it means so much more to be able to see it from up here at this kind of height than to be just sort of slogging it out on the ground and looking at a map trying to work out where you are. And it's funny, today for the first time, with such height, I don't know if you can see the sort of city in the background over there on the coast. That's Caloundra, and it looks so much closer than I would have thought it was going to be, given that I've only come like 15 so far and I've got another 35 to go. But so be it, if that's it, that's it. I'm kind of running a curve out that way and then back in, because that's where the road goes and there's no way through there, but nevertheless, that's where I'm going. Before I finish, obviously that's where it came from. Caboolture, so it's back that way at the end of that road there. Anyway, before I finish today, I just wanted to tell you about something amazing happened last night. That was after I recorded the video yesterday, so I didn't add it in there. But I'm not really religious, but sometimes things happen that you can't help but consider. It's such a coincidence that you just want to consider it divine intervention or fate or destiny or something along those lines. Because I don't know if you remember, I met a guy in Nowra called Trevor in a motel, and he saw me limping because I was having quad troubles, and he shouted out to me, and we got chatting, and he offered me some goanna cream, which is like a deep heat rub, and that was good. It actually really helped my leg, and we got chatting, and eventually he offered that I could stay with him up in Newcastle, a bit past Newcastle in Beresfield, and I kindly accepted, and I went away talking about him. Oh, possibly not then, actually. Probably not until I saw him again in Newcastle and stayed with him. Went away remarking how much of a gentleman he was and all sorts of stuff. And truly, I've met a lot of people on this trip, but not necessarily all of them do we just click and instantly get along and divulge life stories that are really close to our heart or meaningful and things like that. But anyway, he was just one of those guys where it was it was really great and meaningful, and we parted ways, and that was yet again one of those days where it really feels painful, leaving home again, the closest I get to it, and so just every day you don't want to leave those places. But anyway, I moved on and just about forgotten the thousands of kilometers and all the other things I've been doing. I mean, I certainly didn't forget about him, but I certainly wasn't expecting to walk into a pub last night, and when I was grabbing a drink, lo and behold, I looked to my left, and there was this man walking towards me with a beaming smile on his face, and I sprung to life as well straight away, and just a pure coincidence. The sad reason that he was up here was for a funeral, just by chance, but he just so happened to be in that pub at that moment as well, grabbing some dinner. I don't know what the odds are of that happening. I suppose it could have been absolutely anybody that I ran into there, someone I knew, and I know plenty of people, but why it was meaningful for sort of Trevor specifically is, I don't know, it was such a connection that we'd had the first time. It was such a meaningful thing to be able to spend some more time with him. I really did want to, and then he said some things that you could almost call life-changing, like some some advice that was almost prophetic in terms of my decision making for what I'm going to do post Brad runs north. You know, as soon as I get to the Cape, what am I going to do? You know, with my life. And he said some awesome things and some really encouraging and complimentary things that meant a lot to me. And I just can't believe it. Still can't believe it happened. He was speechless and sleepless. He said that night because we went and had a coffee again this morning before parting ways again. Anyway, just incredible. Just you know, more stories to add to the book. Anyway, I'm going to keep moving. Got to get to Caloundra, and I really want to drink when I get back off this mountain because I am just now soaked from how much I'm sweating. Because I don't talk about the heat often, but it's really starting to pick up the further I go north, and the humidity and everything. So, yeah, I'm still battling with that, but it's going all right. Anyway, I'll finish now. All right, I'll chat to you tomorrow.